Apple IIe in Introduction, Part 5, Section 9, Friendly Program. It says it's a break from the keyboard. As you can see, using a computer isn't so difficult after all. Press Return to find out why some programs are especially easy to use. A program that gives clear instructions and responds reasonably if you make a typing error is called friendly. Such programs are easy to use. Try making mistakes on purpose to see how a friendly question handles errors. Please type a number from 1 to 4, then press Return. Press 9. 9 is too large. Please try again. 0. 0 is too small. Please try again. 3. Thank you. At the other end of the scale are the unfriendly programs. They give unclear instructions and don't tell you how to correct your errors. Let's see an unfriendly question. Here's an extreme example of a very unfriendly question. Input the number. No, you're wrong. Disgusting, isn't it? Of course, no program can be perfectly friendly, much less perfect, but good programs make an effort to cooperate with you in getting your job done. But what if a program doesn't seem to cooperate with you? There's the 4 steps. First, check your typing. Everyone makes mistakes occasionally. See? They spelled mistakes, M-I-S-T-E-A-K-S. Number 2, lock the cap lock key down. Many programs require you to type everything in capital letters. 3, check the program manual. The display instructions may be unclear. And 4, seek help from someone who knows how the program works. If things can change from one program to the next, how can you figure out what to do? Always read the program's manual and follow instructions displayed on the screen. Press Escape to proceed. We'll press Return. Let's try it again. Please read the instructions above carefully. Please press Escape. Good. Sorry for the sneaky trick, but the point about reading the instructions really is important. Press Return. Back at the main menu, we are now on to question 10, the 3 cursors. Variety is the spice of life. As the old saying goes, different programs have different styles and rules. Some programs use a key other than return to mean proceed. Other programs use the arrow keys differently. Sometimes even the cursor may be different. So far, the only cursor you've seen is the blinking bar cursor. With this cursor, you've learned to use the delete key to delete mistakes and the left arrow and right arrow keys to move backward and forward when you correct errors. In this section, we will explore 2 additional cursors. Each one follows a different set of rules for backing up, moving forward, and correcting errors. One cursor looks like a blinking square. The other one looks like a solid box. You will find that they behave very differently when the blinking bar cursor when you back up. Press Return to experiment with the blinking square cursor. Correct the answer below to read Jules Verne instead of Jules Verne. Who invented the periscope? Jules Verne. Start by pressing the left arrow key. So I'm going to do that. This cursor moves without erasing anything. Please press the left arrow key until the cursor is sitting on top of the U in Verne. Now press the E key to correct the error. Now you're not through yet. If you press Return, you'll get quite a surprise. Let's try it. The R and E disappears. Why? Because this cursor marks the end of your answer. When you press return, the cursor and everything to its right disappears. Press return to see how to avoid this problem. You must use the right arrow key to move beyond the end of the answer before you press return. Please press the right arrow key now until the cursor is to the right of the word Vern. Now that the cursor is beyond the end of the correct answer, you've really finished, so please press return. So you see, this blinking cursor is somewhat different from the blinking bar cursor. The solid box cursor, on the other hand, works very differently. In fact, the one we'll show you is just one of the many cursors that look like a solid box. Press return to give it a try. Correct the answer below to read a three-toed mammal instead of a three-toed fish. What is a sloth? Start by pressing the left arrow key. Watch carefully what happens. This cursor erases letters as it backs up. Press the left arrow key until you have erased the whole word fish. Now type the correct word mammal. And hit return. There are all sorts of cursors, many of which look alike but act differently. If you're in doubt as to how a cursor works, read the program manual and then experiment with the left arrow, right arrow, and delete keys to see what happens. We will now leave the solid box and blinking square cursors and return to the familiar blinking bar cursor. Hit return to go back to the main menu. Now we see an asterisk by 10. We will move on to 11, arrows, rabbits, and gnomes in the next part.